Holy Eucharist, Jesus always with us. When God created the world, he had a plan. He began by making a covenant with Adam, Abraham, Moses, David, and the prophets. We call that the Old Testament, the Old Covenant. It looked forward to the coming of the Messiah. So when Jesus came, he's the Son of God. And he called himself the New Covenant. At the Last Supper he said, "This is the chalice of my blood, the blood of the new and eternal covenant." His gift of himself in the Eucharist was a key point in God's eternal plan. In the Mass, he continues to make present the death and resurrection of Jesus. He gave himself to us in the Eucharist before he gave himself to us on the cross. What a privilege to receive Jesus and spend time in adoration. Psalm 34 foreshadowed this when it prayed, "Taste and see the goodness of the Lord." The Holy Spirit inspired the Church to write the Bible. It contains much of what Jesus did and taught. We call this the New Testament. The only Jesus is that fully. In the Eucharist, Jesus doesn't want to stay on the surface, the deep part of our life, pain and joy. He wants it to be a mutual act of self-giving and love. Sadly, the Jewish and Muslim religions are still in the Old Testament. And when the Protestants left the church, they lost the power of the Eucharist. The climax of God's eternal plan for us was that Jesus be with us in the Eucharist until the end of time.